Brought to you by Penguin.
The 24/7 Body, written and read by Matt Morsia.
Introduction. Okay, I can't believe they're letting me write a book, like an actual book. This is ridiculous. My GCSE English teacher is going to absolutely kick off. It probably won't even be that good, to be honest. I can barely speak, let alone write. In fact, why did you even buy it? What were you thinking? That was a joke. It's probably going to be the best thing anyone's ever written. Nice one for buying it, by the way. Much appreciated. Anyway, now that the awkward first paragraph is pretty much sorted, let me explain why I wanted to write this. Oh, and if at any point I come across as a massive narcissist, I apologise. I'm not actually a massive narcissist. I don't think I am anyway. It's just really hard to write a book, some of which is about yourself without sounding like a bit of a dick. So, as a former PE teacher, athlete, personal trainer, and now one of the biggest fitness YouTubers in the world, a.k.a. a weirdo who gets paid to film themselves doing stuff, the most common question I get from followers, and even people in the street, is, how do I get a body like yours? Great start with the whole not coming across as a massive narcissist thing. People will almost whisper it, as if I'm going to usher them into a dark alleyway and reveal some kind of mystical secret. I think they're expecting to be told they need to drink 23 millilitres of maple syrup 8 times a day whilst reading the complete works of Shakespeare to their auntie's hamster, or something equally ridiculous. Other times they want me to outline a protocol of supplements with the inference that I must be taking steroids or other drugs because having a decent physique without chemicals is now seen by most as almost impossible. People are always looking for some elusive quick fix, and I feel like a constant source of disappointment when I offer up my fairly simple and not particularly sexy advice. The truth is that, despite everything you've been told, there is no secret. No magic supplement or superfood, no esoteric or excessive routine that in a short space of time and with minimal effort is going to transform your body. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. And even if you are able to follow a crash diet and lose loads of weight in the space of a few weeks, I guarantee you will eventually put it all back on and then some. This is one of the reasons why I've held off from writing a book about fitness and the body for so long. Because despite what most people on social media and in the fitness industry would have you believe, the most effective methods of losing fat, building muscle, or toning up, I put that in inverted commas by the way, are actually very simple. So simple in fact that after reading this book, you'll be capable of doing them for yourself. Just wait and see. Now don't get me wrong, social media can be awesome, but as someone who has a degree in sports therapy and exercise physiology, and has competed internationally in both athletics and powerlifting, with over 15 years of experience as a sports coach and personal trainer, I find the abundance of absolute shite being promoted by many fitness influencers infuriating. That noise only adds to the already crazy confusion of messages that we've been fed about the body from the fitness and diet industries, as well as the conflicting information that the government and even doctors have given us over the years. It is extremely frustrating to watch all of this play out, knowing that there are millions of people following terrible advice, and as a result, not managing to improve their health, fitness, or body composition. This book is my attempt to shatter all of those myths and clear up this wealth of misinformation. Eating McDonald's doesn't make you fat. Eating a salad won't make you skinny. Doing sit-ups won't get rid of your belly fat, and losing loads of weight in a couple of weeks isn't a good thing. I could go on, but hopefully you get the point. So many of the things we've been brought up to believe are completely false, and this is one of the major reasons why people struggle to change their bodies and achieve their fitness goals. Just to be clear here, I'm not going to change the way you look and feel in 2 weeks. If that's what you're after, then put the book down and go and try a few more of the cutting-edge fat loss methods you discovered in Heat magazine. Then once you realise they don't actually work in the long run, come back and read this book. I don't want to sound overly dramatic, and I'm not necessarily going for the tough love approach, because I have a lot of empathy for people struggling with diet and body shape. But if you're not ready to accept that genuine change comes from a more permanent reframing of your habits and behaviour, then you're not ready for this book. The reason it's called the 24/7 Body is because finding an equilibrium and happiness in your body isn't something you can just dabble in. It's not a temporary state. It has to become a way of life. Forever. Now, before you sprint in the other direction, I'm not in any way suggesting that you have to turn into some kind of monk to have a great body and be healthy and happy. I'm living proof of that. If you've watched any of my YouTube videos, you'll know that I frequently eat crappy food. I always have, and honestly, it's why I'll never compete in bodybuilding or embark on any career that requires me to completely eradicate junk food from my diet. Krispy Kremes and Pizza Hut are way too important to me to let that happen. I truly believe that any diet that says you can't have donuts, pizza, or chocolate is doomed to failure. And I actually think it's dangerous to label any particular food as bad or tell people they should avoid it at all costs. Because as well as being untrue, this is often a one-way ticket to an eating disorder. Now, obviously you can't eat crap all day every day and expect to build the body of your dreams. But at the same time, eating junk food every now and again won't stop you from achieving your goals. Ultimately, it comes to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?